You know, and that's the other thing about going back to the culture vulture thing. You get a lot of artists. Now, in that case, I will name names. Like, it's the Kid Rocks and the Post Malones and, like, the people that use hip-hop for the coolness factor to get whatever buzz and clout that they can, garner from it, and then abandon hip-hop. Like, I frequently, I joke a lot, but I'm very serious when I say that, like, I would still like to be rapping and making beats when I'm 60. Like, I don't plan on abandoning hip hop at any given time. So.
That's a good point that you bring up, because this does get brought up a lot, right? Like, people get upset about white artists that come in through hip hop and then they abandon for a different genre. Right. Kid Rock did that with country rock kind of, Post Malone, MGK went into do like a punk band and stuff, like, so that's where, like, that whole, it adds more to the cultural appropriation, or culture vulture narrative.
Oh, that's what I mean, is that it's using hip hop for the coolness factor and then basically abandoning it. So, again, I like rock music and I like jazz music and I like all that other stuff. But, I plan to be 60 years old with platinum dentures and, still rocking polo, and hopefully making some beats and kicking some bars. I think that's another thing too, is that, a lot of people just come in, use hip hop for whatever they can use it for, and then leave. Like, I'm here because I want to be here. And I try to kind of wear it on my sleeve that, like, hey, I'm really happy to be here and I want to be here. So I think that's another reason that, like, I've just not had those type of issues.
Yeah, I definitely think that you haven't really witnessed that type of stuff, because you come across as a very, like, humble guy, and that you're lucky to be here. You're grateful to be here, that who made it possible for you to be here, who created it. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, you come in and you wipe your feet at the door. So it's all about the respect, right? Hip hop is not just about, because it's provided so many different people the opportunity to be able to feed their families, all these different things, right? It's a blessing for so many people, and hip hop is not just about what you get from it, it's what you give back. And I feel like you're the type of person that is always paying homage to people and paying respect. So that's why I'm sure, you haven't had that experience.
Thanks, man. I try. Like, that's what I try to do. I always say too, like, I look at this like I get to do this, not like I have to do this. I mean, I have to because it's in me and it's who I am, but, like, I get to do this. And the other thing is, like, I start all my expectations at zero. There are over 100,000 songs per day uploaded to streaming services. We're in such a muck of information feed at any given time that, there's, and out of those 100,000 songs per day, there's something like, I don't know the exact statistics, I'd have to look it up, but there are millions upon millions of songs on streaming services that have 0 plays.
Wow.
So no one has to listen to my music at all. So by starting my expectations at 0, there's nowhere to go but up. It's like every stream, every comment, every fire emoji, everything is, I'm just like, all right, you know what I mean? So I just focus on trying to find more of those people instead of being angry about why those numbers aren't larger.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, gratitude over attitude always.
All right, Jake, I just want to thank you for your time, man. Is there anything else that you want to say to the people before we go ahead and wrap it up?
Appreciate you having me. I'm Jake Palumbo. I've been around for a while. If you're not familiar with the catalog, there's a lot of music available, both my solo albums as an MC, But I also have a lot of other albums as a producer where it's a duo of me on the beats and someone else on the mic, whether it's me and Elvis Sensei, me and Rusty Jooks, me and Q Unique. There's a lot of those type of projects too. So, you know, if you're just getting acclimated, there's a lot of stuff there to keep you busy. Follow me on Instagram. I do a lot of videos and stuff to try to help out artists navigate, you know, the craziness of the independent music game. Cause, you know, I'm just like you. I started out with no resources and no money and nothing like that. So www.jakepalumbo.com. I'm on all social media, Jake Palumbo. I've got a lot of music out at the moment. I got a lot of music coming, but just stay tuned. Like, we're always keeping it active.
Appreciate you, Jake.
My man, I appreciate you having me, bro.